Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I am the host, T Money, and today I'm going to be doing my recap on the Bears and the Packers. Now, this is a rematch of a game that the Bears lost 2 weeks ago. So let's get straight to it, man. So in that first quarter, the Packers ended up getting ball first. So on the first play for the Packers, it ended up being a handoff to Josh Jacobs, a 2-yard gain. And on the 3rd and 1, a holding on the defense, a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for the Packers. On the 3rd and 9, a completion to Dobbs for a first down, and the Packers on the 3rd and 7, Dobbs get another completion, but ended up being short of a first down. And on the 4th and 1, the Packers offense stayed out there and they ended up going for another incomplete pass to Watson. So on the Packers opening drive, they go 4 and out. So the Bears' first play ended up being a handoff to DeAndre Swift, 7-yard rush. And on the 2nd and 1, a completion to Zaccheaus gets the Bears a first down. And on the 4th and 1, but a bad snap ended up going over the head of Kyle Monangai, and he has to dive on the ball, and the Bears go 3 and out on their opening drive. So the Packers come out on a 3rd and 6. Jordan Love ended up running for a first down. On the 2nd and 6, a completion to Dobbs on a slant route. So at the end of that first quarter, the score ended up being 0-0. Then coming out in that second quarter, the Packers on a 3rd and goal, an incomplete pass to Watson. The Packers ended up settling for a 26-yard field goal. The score ended up being 3-0. And on the Packers drive, they had 14 plays for 70 yards. And the Bears come out with their offense in that second quarter. Ended up having a handoff, a 5-yard rush to Monangai. And on the 3rd and 1, Monangai ended up rushing for another first down. And the Bears, on the 3rd and 13, an incomplete pass. So the Bears go 3 and out on back-to-back drives. Then the Packers ended up coming out on the 2nd and 5, a completion to Watson for a first down. And after the completion, a roughing the passer on Austin Booker as he hits Jordan Love helmet to helmet, and Jordan Love ended up checking out of this game, and the backup Malik Willis ended up checking into the game after that hit by Austin Booker. So Willis comes out on the 3rd and 1, a handoff to Josh Jacobs, but Jacobs is stopped short of the first down. On the 4th and 1, the Packers go for it, and Malik Willis ended up running for a first down. And on the 2nd and 6, a rushing first down for Wilson. On the 3rd and goal, the Packers had an incomplete pass to Watson, and the Packers kick another 22-yard field goal, and the score ended up being 6-0. Then the Bears come out. Loveland ended up getting a reception for a first down. On the 3rd and 4, an incomplete pass to Cole Kmet on the 4th and 4, as the Bears go 3 and out to end that second quarter. So at the half, Caleb Williams was only 5 for 9 with 65 yards. Jordan Love was 8 for 13 for 77 yards. And Malik Willis, the backup, ended up coming in, going 1 for 3 for 6 yards. Now, after halftime, Jordan Love was out with a concussion after that hit. He did not return for the remainder of that game. So, coming out in the third quarter, the Bears get ball first. On the first play, ended up being a handoff to Swift, only for 1 yard. On the 2nd and 9, a 45-yard gain from a Monangai on a screenplay. And on the 3rd and 12, another screenplay for Swift, 4 yards, ended up coming up short of the first down. And the Bears had to settle for a 46-yard field goal by Cairo Santos, and the score ended up being 3-6 after the field goal. Then the Packers come out on the 3rd and 1, a play-action handoff completion for a first down to Musgrove. On the 2nd and 5, another fake handoff to Willis, keeps it and ended up running. On the 3rd and 1, a quarterback sneak gets them the first down, and on the 1st and goal, Nashawn Wright strips Josh Jacobs, the running back, and the Bears ended up getting the ball on the turnover. So the Bears come out after the turnover. On the 1st and 10, Monangai rushes for a first down. On the 3rd and 8, a completion to DJ Moore, but he is short of the first down. And after the turnover, the Bears come up with nothing as they go 3 and out after the turnover. So the Packers come out on the 2nd and 9, a completion to Watson for a first down. And on the 3rd and 2, a completion to Dobbs for a touchdown, 33-yard reception for the Packers. So at the end of that third quarter, the score ended up being 13-3 after the Dobbs touchdown. Then in that fourth quarter, the Bears come out on 2nd and 6, ended up getting a first down completion to DJ Moore. On the 2nd and 1, rushing first down for DeAndre Swift. On the Bears' 3rd and 9, the Packers bring a blitz, and Caleb was forced to throw the ball away, and the Bears go 3 and out on their opening drive in the fourth quarter. And Cairo Santos ended up coming out, kicking a 51-yard field goal, and it ended up being good as the score ended up being 13-6. And the Bears on their opening drive in the fourth quarter had 10 plays for 47 yards. So the Packers come out on the 2nd and 8. Willis ended up rushing for 7 yards. And on the 2nd and 6, Wilson ended up getting a 12-yard rush for a first down. And on the 3rd and 6 for the Packers, Jayden Reed is short of the first down, and the Packers are forced to kick a 28-yard field goal, which ended up being good as the score was 16-6. Now the Bears come out, a 12-yard reception to Kmet for a first down. And on the 3rd and 10, Caleb ended up rushing for a first down. So on the next play, Caleb rushed for another first down. And on the 3rd and 10, the O-line ended up getting a holding, a 10-yard penalty. The Bears had 9 penalties for 100 yards up until this point, so we had to cut down on those penalties. And on the 3rd and 20, face mask on the Packers ended up being an automatic first down for the Bears. On the 3rd and 9, the completion to DJ Moore, but he ended up being short of a first down. So the Bears go 3 and out, and they was forced to kick a 43-yard field goal as the score ended up being 16-9 after the field goal. So in the 4th quarter, the Bears try an onside kick, ended up being a recovered fumble for the Bears. And as soon as we recovered the fumble on the onside kick, I can really tell the momentum really shifted in our favor. So on the Bears 2nd and 7, a 10-yard reception to Loveland for a first down. And on the Bears 2nd and 2, a reception to DJ Moore on an in-cut route for a first down. And on the 4th and 4, the rookie Walker ended up finding the end zone as Caleb hits him for a touchdown pass. And the score ended up being 16-16. And that touchdown forced this game into overtime. So this was a really, really playoff atmosphere type game. And I really loved this game. The Packers ended up getting ball first. On the 2nd and 3, Jayden Reed had a 31-yard reception for a first down. On the 3rd and 1, the Bears ended up stopping Willis from getting a first down. And on the 4th and 1, the Packers had a bad snap and they had a turnover on down. So the Bears come out on the 3rd and 3. Monangai ended up rushing for a first down. On the Bears 2nd and 10, a post route to DJ Moore, 46-yard reception for a touchdown. Ended up being a game-winning touchdown as the Bears pulled this game off, and we get our get back on them Packers, man. 16-22 after the reception by DJ Moore. Ball game. Go home. Pack y'all up. So at the end of that game, Malik Willis was 9 for 11, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Caleb Williams actually finished this game 19 for 35, 250 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Iceman is in full effect. Yes, we beat them Packers, man. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this overtime thriller. I will see you guys next time.